What's up, guys? It's your weapon of choice, the Omni here to give you guys another episode of our Fire Emblem Blazing Sword LP. In the last episode, we wrapped up Lynn's campaign as we took out Lord Lundgren and got to see our grandfather, Lord Hassan, as he eventually recovered and everything became happy and pretty, and they walked together in the garden and it was all kittens and rainbows. In this episode, we are finally going to start the main campaign of this game. As we meet our hero in Chapter 11, Taking Leave. Let's get into it. 1 year later. Once, a dragon fought man in a war called the Scouring. Mankind vanquished the dragons thanks to the efforts of 8 heroes. These 8 mighty generals brought peace to Eliwood. The continent was divided into nations, and the people enjoyed an easy prosperity. The hero Heartmut settled in the east and founded Bern, famed for its military might. Saint Ilmine moved west, and her sacred name flourished among the artisans of Etruria. The horseman Hanan's legacy lived on with the nomads of his beloved plains of Sakai. The birthplace of the Knight of Berrigan is now home to the renowned Knights of Ilia. The Berserker Durban's final glory was to create a warrior's clan in the Western Isles. The Archsage Athos is said to have retired to the barren wasteland of Nabata. The heirs of the champion Roland themselves became the lords of the Lycian League. Eliwood has enjoyed a peace that spans 980 years. How much longer can this peace stand before its foundations begin to crumble? Deep within the Lycian League lies Farai, a land that has known no conflict for many generations, which now finds itself touched by a shadow of unease. Its beloved and benevolent ruler, Lord Elbert, has mysteriously vanished, as have a number of his sworn men, loyal knights who serve at his side. A month has passed without word from the Marquis. Rumors of his death abound. However, the Marquis's son believes his father lives, and he has vowed to find him. Marquis Farai's son, Eliwood. A red-haired youth will one day become the finest knight in all of Lycia. His long journey begins here. Hey, happy music, because we're finally into the main game. Lord Eliwood. Nah, older. Lord Eliwood, we leave on your word. I see. Thank you, Marcus. I am so glad I gave Eliwood an easy voice. Like, ha! That's gonna be so good on my throat now. Oh, these voices are gonna be the death of me, though. Mother, it's time for us to go. Eliwood, promise that you will return to me safely. Damn. Yo, Elbert has some quality taste in woman. Quality taste. I'm worried about your father, but if anything were to happen to you, my heart could not bear that sorrow. I know, Mother. Please, do not worry. Father is alive. I know it. I vow that I will find him and return to your side. I have your word, then. Yes, of course. Isadora, I entrust my mother to you in my absence. Hey, she not Yes, my lord, I will guard over her well. Mother, I will return. Rest easy. Also, she was a healer, huh? Well, Marcus, it looks like it's just the two of us. Not so, my lord. My man Lowen will be traveling with us. Lowen? That's reassuring. I've sent him ahead to the village. He hopes to seek out a few able men who are skilled in arms. Normally, I wouldn't venture forth without a larger company, but I bow to your will on this matter, Lord Eliwood. I'm sorry, Marcus, but I would rather not deprive my mother of even a single guard. The best knights in the realm disappeared with my father. If anything were to happen to my mother while I am gone, I understand, my lord. What's keeping Lowen? We've heard that the Knights of Farai have vanished, right? Well, your misfortune is my good luck. I have an announcement to make. As of now, this village is mine. Grozny is your new liege. What the fuck kind of a name is that? Now bring every last piece of gold, down to the smallest fleck. Oh, so that's what happened. Lord Eliwood, Commander Marcus, Lowen, calm yourself. A knight must be in control at all times. The village is under attack. It's bandits. What? Bandits? Here. Are you sure, Lowen? Wait, hold on. Maybe I should give him a more sleepy voice. Because you can't really see his eyes, so... let's try this. The girl has more... No. The girl has more detail. I can't think of anything. My Lord Eliwood, I'm the daughter of the village magistrate. My name's Rebecca. The bandits came without warning. They're stealing everything. I beg you, please help us. I see. Marcus, Lowen, we must aid the village. I still don't know what voice to give him. Yes, my lord. I don't know. Rebecca, stay here and keep out of sight. If it would please you, my lord, I would rather fight. I hunt almost every day and I have some skill with the bow. Is that so? Very well, but be careful. Yes, my lord. Lord Eliwood, one more thing. There's another village who has offered to help. A traveling tactician who is staying at the inn. A tactician? Yes, my lord. This is Omni. Hey, what's good? Omni. Do you know this person, my lord? I'm just gonna give him a random-ass voice each time. Yes, I met Omni during the trouble in Kaylin last year. A fantastic military advisor, if memory serves. If not for Omni, the Marquis of Kaylin and his granddaughter, Lynn, might not have survived Lundgren's uprising. What brings you to Farai, my friend? Huh! Still traveling about, honing your skills. Of course, a worthy pursuit. Let's give thanks to Providence for our chance reunion. We have need of your aid. Please, lend us your skill. Alright, it seems everything's been set up, as we have 4 units with us. Let's go over all of them. First up, Eliwood, the main lord of this game. Eliwood sucks. As a lord, he is one of the weakest units I have ever seen. His stats are crap, his growths are crap. And... he's just not a fun character to use. One thing that also sucks about this game is that there are forced promotions. Well, there's only forced promotion for Eliwood, but it comes very late in the game, and I suggest you train him as much as possible. He's C rank with swords, which you think might be good, but honestly, it's not that great. This isn't like Fates, where everything is kind of up to your level after you do the Branch of Fate. No, now that we've done Lynn's campaign, everything's kind of scaled back down. As we can see here, we have Rebecca the Archer, also a very weak unit, but she becomes a much better archer if you train her up. Rebecca is kind of the, I guess, villager of this game in a sense. They're really... I don't know how to put it. Rebecca can be a very potent unit if you train her well. Then there's Lowen, who I think he's a very slow but defensive knight. No, wait. How does he work? I think he's defensive, but I don't know what his other boost is. He does have a javelin on him, which is good. So, he is a good unit to consider. I'm just not going to be using him personally. And then we have our Frederick, our Jagan, or whatever you want to call him, Marcus. Marcus is the pre-promote unit that joins you for this game. He is a paladin, or in essence a great knight, as he can wield all 3 of the main weapons. And on him he has a steel sword and a lance. I suggest using him a bit early on, that way you can soften up units and deal with anything you didn't foresee at first. But yeah, the main units I'm going to be using are Rebecca and Eliwood for this playthrough, so... As you can see here, this is why I don't like Eliwood. Right off the bat, Eliwood can't even one-shot the bandits. This is... I know a lot of people don't really like Eliwood, and sadly I fall into that boat. Like... I don't really know what to say. I mean, he's just so weak. And the fact that he's required for every chapter is just so annoying. Like, I hate that so much about this game. I just wish he was a better unit overall, but no such luck. Okay. So, as I went on about these units, we can look at them. I finally have a chance to look at the map, as most of the enemy units we're going to be fighting now are brigands. Just a bunch of axe wielders with the occasional archer. Now, Rebecca is a unit that's a bit difficult to train, because as you saw, she only does 7 damage. So what we need is a unit to deal a crap ton of damage, and I think the best solution is to have Lowen attack with the javelin or something? Maybe it's Marcus attack with the javelin, I don't really remember. But it's very difficult to train up Rebecca in this first chapter, but I suggest you try to do so, as I'm going to do. Rebecca is personally my favorite of the 2 archers in this game. Well, you do get a third one much later on, but of Will and Rebecca, I definitely prefer Rebecca, because she becomes a very reliable unit. And hey! Look, Dorcas, can you believe it? It's just like that knight said, that's Lord Eliwood. So it seems. What's he doing? Hey, he's taking on those bandits! Protecting innocents? That's a right lordly thing to do, isn't it? Right, Dorcas? You talk too much. The lordling needs our help. Right! Leave those mountain weaklings to me. I'm Bartre the Brave. Alright, so we have Dorcas again, and he retains his stats from Lynn's playthrough, I'm pretty sure, but this time he comes with an energy ring, so you definitely want to keep him alive just to get that energy ring. And now we have another fighter we get, Bartre. I don't know too much about him, but I believe he has good strength and he becomes very quick later on. As you can see, he has ridiculous constitution, comparable to Dorcas, I believe, yeah. So, he's a unit you can rely on, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'll be using Bartre in my playthrough. There's another axe unit we get, and no, it's not the one you guys are thinking of. I'm talking about the... Okay. For those of you who have played this game before, you probably know what I'm talking about. And yes, I'm going to be using that unit, obviously. He's one of the best units in Fire Emblem, in my opinion, but there's another axe unit we get, a 4th one, and I'm considering using that one. I'm going to train a Bartre in the meantime, but we'll see what happens. So, Bartre here is actually going to be very helpful to us, as let's see how much damage he does to this axe fighter, as he can do 13 damage. Thankfully, Bartre connected, and now the axe fighter is left on 8. Wait, how much? Oh, he had 21 HP. Well, I thought he had 20 HP, and Rebecca can't even kill this guy. Okay. What I'm going to do now... Well, actually, how much damage can Rebecca do to this archer? She can do 7. He has 18, which means I need to do 11 to him. Dorcas, can you do 11? Oh, you could do more than 11. Perfect. So yeah, Dorcas and Bartre are going to be the main units you want to use to help soften up enemies for Rebecca. Because as we saw, Lowen and Eliwood cannot do enough damage to get the enemies into low enough HP so that Rebecca can kill them. So a strategy to have is to keep the axe wielders with Rebecca and to have your 2 cavaliers go off with Eliwood. Now, what I'm going to do here... No, I'm not rescuing. Did I already take the javelin? I already took the javelin. Good. I'm going to have Marcus use a he still doubles with it? Are you kidding me? Either way, I already softened him up. Eliwood can finish him off, which is good. Hey! I forgot that critical animation looks so clean, though. Alright. So, I was going to have Dorcas visit this village, but I think I'll just have Marcus do it. Is Lord Albert well? Bitch, he hasn't been back for a month. Obviously, things aren't well. We've heard nothing but foul rumors hereabout. All of Farai is worried for his well-being. We hear tell that Lord Eliwood is going to find the Marquis. This dragon shield is our village treasure. It boosts the defenses of one who uses it. Take it, please. And may it see you and Lord Albert home safely. Alright, we got the dragon shield. Let me go over that item. As we saw from Dorcas and his energy ring, we remember that we have items that can increase the stats of units. Well, first off, I'm going to give that energy ring to someone, but this dragon shield is an item that does the same thing, but for defense. This is a good item, and I know exactly who I want to use it on, and I'm going to hold on to it. We don't have the unit in our party yet, but I know exactly who I'm giving that dragon shield to. I could also potentially give it to Eliwood if I really wanted to, because he does have low defense, but I think I'll hold on to it. As for the energy ring, I know exactly where that's going. Alright, so if I can get Dorcas and Bartre in front, they could probably take a few hits. As for who is getting that energy ring, why, it's none other than Rebecca. Rebecca has very low strength starting out, but she can get ridiculous amounts of it later on in the game. So by giving her the energy ring, she gets a huge boost, as look at that, she already has like a 50% increase to her strength, and now she can keep up with some of the units in the game. This is a good decision if you want to train up Rebecca. If you don't, I could recommend giving it to maybe Eliwood, since, again, low stats overall. Shut up, truck! And maybe there's another unit that I'm not thinking of right now that could benefit from it, but for now, I'm giving it to Rebecca. That's what I did in my first playthrough, because I really like Rebecca. So, we're gonna have this brigand attack Bartre, which I'm totally fine with. He can take a few hits. As Bartre softens up this one bandit. And now that Rebecca has this strength boost, well, she was fine without it before, but now she can do a lot more damage. 2. But that's actually a good amount for Rebecca, considering she was just under the threshold of doing decent damage now. Dorcas, you have proved your usefulness to me. Do it once again by softening up this guy for Eliwood. One job, Dorcas. Okay, maybe 2 jobs. You had 2 jobs, and you failed me both times. Aye. Alright. Lowen, thank you for being a competent unit. Even though I have no idea what to give you for a voice, I appreciate you nonetheless. Now, Bartre is really low on health, so I'm going to have him wait in this fort. And I am going to have Eliwood finish off this brigand. I think he should become level 2 after this. Yes, he does, by 1 experience. Alright, so skill... Oh, he actually got some defense. So, Eliwood is your typical lord, in the sense that he's got good speed, luck, and skill. That's pretty much it. His strength and defense are not that good. It's not like Chrom, where Chrom had pretty decent strength and defense too, along with those stats. In fact, it's kind of like a reverse Chrom, in that he has very bad strength and defense. I don't know his growths off the top of my head, but they're not good. I know I've said this repeatedly, but I don't like Eliwood. So, you've got some skill with weapons. Do you understand weapon levels? Okay, we've been over this before. I'm not gonna waste my time going over it again. Alright, this guy's gonna attack Dorcas, but he can take a hit. Or he can dodge. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that axe animation looks brutal. I mean, they jump into the air and lodge their axe into the enemy's head, only to rip it out of them to land. That sounds painful! Alright, I think if Rebecca kills this guy, she'll gain a level. I mean, at least with bows, it's kind of a simple animation. Oh, come on, she's 3 short. We're definitely getting her to level 2 in this chapter. I think I'll move Bartre up. And I'll have Dorcas visit this other village. There's a young traveler who's been staying with the magistrate. Been staying in the village for a few days now. I know you're thinking it's just another good-for-nothing courtier looking for a handout, but there's something more to this one. Those eyes, they miss nothing. Got a mission, that one has. Alright, so it seems like we'll get another unit after this chapter. And let's see what this vendor has. Just vulneraries. Pass. I don't know, for the most part, I'm not going to be needing vulneraries. I don't even think anyone has any on us, though. Yeah, only okay, Rebecca has one too, so I guess we have 2 vulneraries. And they're on the units I want to train up. How interesting. Alright. So we've got a lot to deal with. As I think I'll put Lowen in the woods. Put Eliwood in these woods. And just wait. Alright, this archer's going to attack Lowen, but you see archers in this game doing single-digit damage to Pegasus Knights. Pathetic. Alright, Lowen's definitely dodging this. As we have... Oh, that guy has a bit more defense than the average bandit, it seemed. We might need to do something about that. Bartre, what can you do? No, I want Bartre to kill a unit. Let's hope he connects. I said hope. Okay, that was just a pointless exchange then. How quaint. Alright. Best option is definitely have Lowen. Ooh, he can double this guy? Alright, yeah, let's just go with it. Alright. I'm just gonna have Rebecca soften up this guy for Eliwood. She'll gain a level from this regardless, so that's all I really need. As watch her strength and speed go up? Okay, just strength. That was kind of a meh level. So let's have Lowen take care of this archer. Alright, thankfully he landed the second hit, as now Eliwood can take out the bandit. I hope he can. Now that I think about it, I don't think he actually can. Oh no, wait, he's low enough, because I had Rebecca hit him right. I forgot about that. Eliwood? Alright, do your duty. As that just leaves the boss and another bandit. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna put Marcus down here to see if he can draw him out as bait. I want him to equip his steel lance because that's the least of the use. That's the lesser... Having him use the lance is the lesser of 2 evils because I want to give the steel sword to Eliwood when I can. As Lowen, no, he's not gonna double this guy. Okay. So I wonder if Bartre can kill this guy with the hand axe. He can try. Let's see what happens. Holy crap, Bartre, your aim is terrible. Maybe I won't use you. And Rebecca can't kill this guy even with a strength boost. Dorcas has 20. Wait, does the boss have a hand axe? He probably does. No, he just has an iron axe. Okay, so he can only attack it 1 tile away. Which is actually very good. Dorcas doesn't even have a hand axe, does he? No, he doesn't. I don't want to go about this. You know what? I'm gonna need to train Eliwood more than Rebecca, honestly. And Rebecca's getting some decent training as is, so... Let's have Eliwood finish off this brigand. And that just leaves the boss. Alright, now comes the ultimate question. Who do I have kill him? Well, I could have Lowen soften him up, as we're gonna need to do a bit of damage to him. But I have some ideas. What I think I'll do is I'll trade the iron sword to Eliwood, have Lowen wait, and I'll push up Dorcas for no real reason. And Marcus, I'm just gonna move you again for no real reason. Alright, we wait, and I want to see how much damage Eliwood can do with the iron sword. He can do 5, and this guy would need 3 hits to kill us, so I'm okay with this. What is this, a pack of children coming to play? You think you can challenge me? What? Fair and Knight? But that's impossible! Alright, this guy's gonna hopefully miss, as look at that sassy dodge. Look at that, Eliwood. You have some redeeming qualities. Your animations look cool. Alright, let's have Rebecca fire at this guy to gain a bit of EXP. Alright, 11 as I thought. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. Bartre, I've given up on you already, I think. Alright, Rosny is going... I still don't get half these names. As it's up to me to decide who gets the experience. Honestly, I'm thinking Rebecca, because Eliwood's almost level 3, so let's attack with the iron sword again. As that's good. Eliwood dodges again. And hopefully Rebecca connects. If not, I have 3 other units I think that can attack, so... Alright, skill and luck just like a lord. Good job, Eliwood. Rebecca, I want you... Ooh, 68 only? Come on, Rebecca, don't let me down. Alright! Ugh, I thought my luck was finally turning around. Maybe yours wasn't, but mine sure is, because Rebecca's level 3. Alright, skill, speed, luck, and defense. That makes up for her crappy level last time. And of course I have to wait, because Eliwood's the only one who can seize the gate. So, let's seize the gate. Ah, you would be Lord Eliwood, yes? Our deepest thanks for coming to the aid of our fair village. Think nothing of it. It's a lord's duty to protect the citizenry? Is that a word? Can someone tell me if that's a word? That doesn't sound like a word. Would that were true, my lord. The good folk of Laos know no such protection. Their Marquis, Lord Darren, is too busy preparing for war. He ignores all complaints of bandits and thieves. Preparing for war? Are you sure? I would not lie, my lord. My brother lived in Laos until a few days ago. His home was torched, and he had no choice but to flee here. According to him, Laos could go to war any day now. If it's all the people of Laos are talking about. Lord Eliwood, if this is true, the situation is a grave one. If Marquis Laos is readying for war, his target is most likely another Lycian territory. Perhaps this is connected to Lord Elbert's disappearance. My father and Marquis Laos? It seems a tenuous connection, but it's as good a start as any. Let us travel to Laos. We must learn more. Thank you for your guidance, Omni. Where are you bound for next? If you have no destination in mind, perhaps you could travel with us. Ours is a small group with a single purpose, to find my father. I do not know where our road will lead, but we would be stronger with you in our company. You'll travel with us? Splendid! Thank you! I pray we give you no cause to regret your decision. Alright, and I guess we're headed off. Rebecca, where do you think you're going, young lady? Father, I intend to accompany Lord Eliwood. Don't be ridiculous, girl. Lord Eliwood is not going on a picnic. He's riding into danger. I know that, Father. That's why I want to go. We owe him our lives, and I want to repay him. My bow may not be all that much, but I know I can be of service. But... And, Father, I may meet up with my brother somewhere. You're the magistrate. You have responsibilities. This is all I can offer. I need to do this. Please, Father, let me go. Dear me, you're just as stubborn as your mother was. I'm sorry, Father. You must bow to Lord Eliwood's wishes on this matter. If he consents, you may go. Thank you, Father. Lord Elbert has always been kind to us. Follow his son with a true heart, Rebecca. Serve Lord Eliwood well, as I served his father. I will, Father. Yeah, Rebecca's useful, alright. And with that, I think we're going to end this episode off here. I know it's a bit of a shorter one, but after all the long episodes we had in Lynn's campaign, I think we could use a bit of respite. I know some of you are probably sad because of the unit we get next chapter. He's a fan favorite. I want to do it too, but honestly, I think that's all I can do for now, and my stupid foot hit something. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you can, please leave a like, comment down below, and answer the question of the day. If you haven't, please subscribe to me. And with that, guys, I'm out of here.